Hello and welcome to this edition of Business Spotlight. My name is Reza Kududus from Action Coach, and I'm delighted to be joined today by a very special guest, Kyri Anastasi. Hi, Kyri.
Hi,
Hi, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Kyri is the MD of Circle Group, a company specializing in safety, security, and facilities management. Um, why don't you, Kyri, start by telling us exactly what it is that you do and what you offer and your background?
Yeah, thank you. I've well, I was an MD of previous organisations before. The company has grown from a security company originally to expanding into full solutions provider. And we just started adding divisions within the organisation, expanding to facilities management, to an academy, um, and then complete project management solutions. It just evolved naturally as our clients' requirements did.
Okay,
I've now moved from MD actually to CEO of the organization as we now have
okay.
a group of companies.
Wow, wow, great. And what kind of businesses do you work with? Who are your client base?
Most of our client base is 95% of it is B2B, so it's
Okay,
large corporate organizations, property management companies, insurance organizations,
okay,
asset management, that's our main client base. But we also do a lot with social housing.
okay, 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 great. And so obviously you've had the business for a while. What made you start the business? What inspired you to get started as an entrepreneur?
I mean, but my background is finance.
Okay,
So I was a business financial advisor for a number of years within banking, and I used to work with businesses that either startups or companies that were really growing. Met a lot of entrepreneurs and people that were developing different companies, and decided that it was the route I wanted to go. So I joined one of my clients at the time to help them expand their company.
right.
Just then from that, I um, ended up setting up by myself and growing a security business over a number of years, and then evolving it and working with my now business partner into what's now Circle UK Group.
Wow, yeah, great. And one of the things obviously we know from experience is that starting a business is never easy. There are challenges along the way. What were the key challenges for you when you first started?
I think some of it was finding the right staff.
Yeah,
And the main thing with staffing is it's not always about what skill set is on the CV. It's about that the work ethos and the attitude more so. You can develop skills and train people and help them grow themselves, but you needed to find people with the right attitude. The second biggest issue was cash flow, and finances. Luckily for me, coming from a finance background, I knew where I could go and how I could manage that. But I saw a lot of my suppliers and clients that this was a big issue for them.
yeah, okay, yeah, absolutely. Um, and was there a turning point that kind of helped propel the business and take it to the next level of growth? Was there something that happened in the journey?
I don't know if it was anything specifically. There's probably a number of things. Some of the standards that we set within the industry and the way we worked. We went above and beyond on a lot of things, which helped us pull clients in our direction where they were using other suppliers. And it was just doing that first bit of work with them, and then realizing that we did all the extra things that they didn't ask for. So I think that's really changed things. And from there, the people that worked within one organization that we showed this to, then when they moved to other organizations, brought us on board with them. So from one company, the staff that moved to several other organizations wanted to onboard us. And then we just had a big boom. I think we grew tenfold in the second year. We grew fourfold in the third year, and then it roller coasted from there.
Wow, yeah, yeah, absolutely. So using that existing kind of contacts that you were working with and offering other additional services as
Yeah,
and taking
additional
them on to
services
people.
and uniqueness of being offering and delivering things that weren't asked for, but we knew were required within the industry.
Okay. That's really good. Good share. And obviously, we know industries are generally quite competitive. Um, and so how do you deal with that? How do you stay ahead of the curve and make sure that you have an edge over, your competitors?
I think it's communication. It's communication with our clients, understanding the changing needs that they have.
Hmm.
Things don't stay static, and we always say if you're standing still, you're actually going backwards.
Right.
Innovation, bringing on new products, services, developing new technology, and things that we could offer the clients, and then being able to resolve their solutions. And I think the key to that is listening to the client, not pitching a sale to them. It's actually listening to what their needs are and resolving problems.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I can see that. That how that can help you grow that business. And you touched on earlier about hiring and importance of having the right people with the right attitude. So what is your general approach to hiring people? How have you been doing that?
I mean, look, it varies. The CV the CV of someone is great, but it doesn't really tell a full story.
Yeah,
I like to sit down and go over 2 or 3 stage interview process with people to understand what they're after. So it's not always about what skill set they've got, it's what they want to achieve. And trying to find people that want to progress, want to develop, want to achieve more, and not putting a ceiling on where they can grow within the organization, allowing them to have that opportunity to grow further, which incentivizes them to work harder and deliver better service to customers. And I think that's the foundation of how we've built the company, that work ethos.
yeah, sure. So seeing their needs as well as yours, right? So
Yeah,
so
yeah. Yeah,
to
and both personal and I mean, look, financial is obvious, but personal and ambition.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And so moving forward, what are the trends? What are the opportunities that exist in your industry that you're excited about, and maybe you'd like to share with us?
I think the biggest thing the thing that I'm most excited about now is something we've been developing for the last 6 or 7 months, which is power and energy solutions, sustainable fuel options for our customers. A lot of customers now post COVID have been hit with uh, charge rates for gas and electricity that's crippled a lot of businesses, whether it's cash flow or in some instances it's closed businesses down because the affordability is not there.
Yeah.
And we've come up with environmentally friendly and sustainable biofuel options, recyclable battery options, in an alternative to lithium batteries, which everyone's crying about them exploding, etc. now. Solar panels. This is what's really exciting. The next phase of evolution within the power and energy industry, which is sustainable fuel sources.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, I can definitely see how, that obviously that's something at the forefront of all businesses and everybody's mind. So, um, I guess my final question would be what the future holds for you in the next 3 to 5 years. Where do you see the business going?
Um, Look, for me and my business partner, I think what we want to build is we want to build a legacy. We want an organization that people can look to without fear of um, being taken for granted or being overcharged for a service, and doing what you say you're going to do, that delivering that service. So we want to grow so that we have, as a group, we have specialist divisions, and then we bring in heads of department that are passionate about the product and service specifically, rather than trying to get someone to fit into a mold that can do all the services. So we've started to do that now, to bring in key people, and that's where we want to be. We want to be a group of companies that the large organizations and medium-sized companies can come to, and we can fix problems. And that's how I see it, how I see us as a company. We fix people's problems.
Mhm. Absolutely. And yeah, thank you very much for taking part in this interview series. I really appreciate you taking the time today. I know you have a very busy schedule, so really appreciate the time you've taken to come and see us and
You're welcome.
share your ideas. Wish you obviously all the success for the exciting plans you've got ahead, and it's been a pleasure to meet you.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Kyri.
Thank you.